Quick Easy English Podcast.
Hello and welcome to the Quick Easy English Podcast, where we help you learn English in the most natural and effective way, even while you're sleeping. Tonight's episode is designed especially for beginners who want to improve their vocabulary, listening skills, and understanding of basic English sentence structure, all in a calm, relaxing format that you can enjoy as you drift off to sleep.
That's right, Jake. This episode features a special graded story written using simple grammar and carefully chosen vocabulary. So even if you're just starting out with English, you'll be able to understand and learn naturally without needing to pause or translate. And don't worry, we'll go slowly and clearly, repeating some ideas in a gentle way without saying the exact same words.
So just lie back, close your eyes, and let the English language surround you. Let's begin tonight's journey.
There was a small village in the south of England surrounded by green hills, tall trees, and quiet rivers that flowed gently through the countryside. In that village lived a young woman named Anna, who enjoyed a simple life and loved waking up early to watch the sunrise over the hills. Every morning, she would open the window of her little wooden house and breathe in the fresh air, feeling peaceful and grateful for another day.
Anna worked as a baker in a small shop that stood near the village square. The shop was old but charming, with warm lights and the delicious smell of fresh bread filling the air every morning. She arrived before the sun rose, turning on the ovens and preparing dough for loaves, rolls, and pastries that would bring joy to her neighbors.
Although her routine was the same every day, Anna never felt bored or tired of her work, because she found meaning in each small task. She believed that when you do something with care and love, even simple things like baking bread can make life beautiful. Her hands moved gently, yet confidently, as she shaped each loaf with attention and kindness.
Let's pause for a moment and explain a few useful words and phrases. Village means a small town, often in the countryside. Dough is a soft mixture of flour and water used to make bread. Loaf, plural, loaves, is a whole piece of baked bread. Pastries are sweet baked goods like croissants or pies. Charming means beautiful in a simple or old-fashioned way. Now, let's return to the story.
After finishing her morning work, Anna would sit outside the shop with a cup of tea and a small plate of warm bread, often shared with the children who passed by on their way to school. She enjoyed talking to them, asking how their lessons were going, and encouraging them to do their best, not just in school, but in life. To her, kindness was more important than money or success.
Sometimes, old Mr. Thomas, a retired teacher who lived next door, would join her for a short chat about the weather, history, or memories of the past. He would tell stories of his travels, his students, and the changes he had seen over the years. Anna listened with great interest, learning not just facts, but the wisdom of someone who had truly lived.
Let's go over a few more new words. Retired means a person has stopped working because of age. Encouraging means giving someone hope or support. Wisdom means deep understanding and experience. Now, let's continue the story.
One afternoon, the sky grew dark, and heavy clouds moved slowly across the sky. Rain began to fall, first lightly, then more strongly, tapping against the windows of the shop like little fingers trying to get attention. Anna lit a candle, made a cup of herbal tea, and sat by the window, watching the drops slide down the glass like tiny rivers.
Although it was quiet and a bit cold, Anna felt calm and safe in her little home. She opened a book that she had read many times before, a story about courage, friendship, and discovery. Reading in English was something she practiced every day, even if it was only for 10 minutes, because she believed that even small habits could create big changes over time.
And just like you're doing now, Anna used to listen to English recordings while resting or falling asleep, allowing the sounds and rhythm of the language to enter her mind naturally, without stress or effort.
Let's explain a few more words. Herbal tea is tea made from plants like mint or chamomile. Slide means to move smoothly across a surface. Courage is the ability to do something even if it's difficult or scary. Discovery is the act of finding something new or unknown. As the rain continued to fall softly outside, Anna wrapped herself in a warm blanket, turned on a small lamp with golden light, and sat on her favorite wooden chair by the fireplace, reflecting on the quiet but meaningful events of the day. She enjoyed this peaceful hour when the village slowed down, and the only sounds were the wind outside and the occasional crackle of burning wood.
Anna liked to think about her day before going to bed, what she had done, whom she had spoken to, and what little moments had made her smile, because she believed that reviewing your day helps you grow and become more aware of life's small but important lessons. This time of stillness helped her understand herself better and made her feel connected to the world, even though she lived in a quiet and simple place.
Let's take a look at a few words. Wrapped means covered with something like a blanket. Reflecting means thinking quietly about something. Crackle is the sound that fire makes. Stillness is the peaceful silence without movement. Let's return to the story.
Each evening before sleep, Anna would spend about 30 minutes learning something new in English, whether it was listening to a short podcast, reading a simple book, or writing a few sentences in her diary, because she understood that learning a language is not about being perfect, but about being patient and consistent. She never forced herself to memorize difficult grammar rules or long lists of vocabulary, because she knew that the best way to learn is to enjoy the process and stay curious.
Sometimes, she would listen to an English audio story while lying in bed, letting the words wash over her mind like waves on the beach, even if she didn't understand everything. She believed that just hearing the rhythm, pronunciation, and structure of the language was helping her brain become more familiar with English, little by little, night by night.
Here are some new useful words. Consistent means doing something regularly without stopping. Force means doing something without really wanting to. Waves are the movements of water in the ocean. Familiar means something feels known and comfortable.
That night, Anna had a dream. In her dream, she was walking through a magical forest where the trees whispered in English and the birds sang songs using simple phrases she had learned. She followed a small path that led to a quiet lake where the water spoke softly and told her stories from different parts of the world, stories of people, cultures, and adventures.
In her dream, she spoke English with ease and confidence, asking questions, telling stories, and laughing with the friendly animals that lived in this peaceful place. Although it was only a dream, it felt so real that when she woke up, she smiled, feeling more motivated than ever to continue her learning journey with hope and joy.
Let's learn a few more words. Whispered means speaking very quietly. Confidence means believing in yourself. Motivated means feeling inspired to do something. Journey means the process of going from one place to another, often used for life or learning.
The next morning, as the first light of day painted the sky with gentle colors, Anna woke up feeling rested and full of new energy. She stretched her arms, opened the window, and welcomed the fresh morning air, thinking about how learning English, even just a little bit every day, was helping her open new doors in life, not just for travel or work, but for understanding the world and herself more deeply.
She smiled as she remembered parts of the dream, the forest, the talking birds, the beautiful lake, and she knew that even though it was imaginary, it was a sign that her mind was beginning to think in English. This gave her a new sense of purpose and confidence, reminding her that learning a language is not only about speaking and writing, but also about dreaming, imagining, and believing.
Some final words to learn from this part. Painted here means colored or filled with color. Imaginary means something that exists only in the mind. Purpose means a reason to do something. Believing means thinking something is true or possible.
So, dear listener, as you rest now, remember that your brain is still working, learning, and connecting new words and ideas, even while you sleep. Learning English in this way calmly, naturally, and joyfully allows you to absorb the language deeply without stress, pressure, or fear of mistakes.
Don't worry if you don't remember every word. What matters is that you're surrounding yourself with English every day, and your understanding will continue to grow without you even realizing it. And so we continue our story. As the days went by, Anna noticed that she was beginning to think in English during small moments of the day when she walked through the village, looked at the sky, or even talked to herself while cooking. It surprised her at first, but then she realized that her brain had started to build natural connections between words, images, and meanings without needing to translate from her native language. This small but powerful shift in her thinking made her feel that real progress was happening inside her mind, silently but steadily.
She understood now that learning a language doesn't happen all at once. It grows slowly, like a plant reaching for the sun, and it needs care, time, and the right environment to develop strong roots. By listening every night, reading a little each day, and enjoying the language instead of fighting with it, Anna had created a personal world where English was no longer something foreign, but something friendly and familiar.
Let's explain a few more beautiful and useful words. Translate means to change from one language to another. Shift means a small change in direction or focus. Steadily means happening in a smooth, regular way. Environment means the space or situation around you. Let's move on with the story.
One Sunday, Anna decided to teach a few basic English words to the children who came to her shop every morning. She drew small pictures on paper like apples, bread, sun, and trees, and wrote the English word under each drawing, asking the children to guess and repeat after her with laughter and excitement. They enjoyed the game, and she felt proud that she could share her love for the language with others in a fun and simple way.
It wasn't a classroom, and she wasn't a teacher, but her kind approach and patient explanations made learning feel like play, not work. Even the older villagers smiled when they heard the children saying good morning or thank you in English, and some began to ask Anna to teach them simple phrases too. This small idea had turned into a joyful connection between people, languages, and generations.
Here are some helpful words from this part. Drawing means a picture made with pen or pencil. Repeat means to say something again. Phrase is a small group of words with meaning. Generation means people of the same age group, like children or grandparents. Let's continue with Anna's journey.
One evening, as Anna walked along a path near the river, she thought about why she had started learning English in the first place. It wasn't just for work or travel, although those were useful reasons, but because she wanted to open her mind to other cultures, to read beautiful stories from different parts of the world, and to connect with people beyond her village. English, to her, was like a key that unlocked doors she didn't even know existed.
She remembered how difficult it was at first, how strange the words sounded, how quickly people spoke in videos, and how she sometimes felt lost or frustrated. But she had kept going, step by step, lesson by lesson, night by night, and now she could see the results not only in her understanding, but in her confidence, her smile, and the way she viewed herself.
Let's review these powerful words. Unlock means to open something, like a door or a new idea. Frustrated means feeling upset because something is hard. Confidence means feeling sure of yourself. View here means to see or think about something. You're doing great. Let's continue.
That night, Anna wrote a letter to her future self. She wrote it in simple English, even if she made small mistakes, because she wanted to see how far she would grow and how her thoughts and dreams might change over time. In the letter, she described her goals, her feelings, her small victories, and the way English had become a quiet but strong friend in her daily life.
She placed the letter in a small box, wrapped it in soft cloth, and hid it behind a row of books, planning to open it in 1 year. She smiled as she imagined the person she might become more confident, more fluent, and still learning every day, just like now. She knew there was still a long way to go, but she no longer felt afraid of the journey.
Here are some last vocabulary notes for this part. Letter is a written message to someone. Goal means something you want to achieve. Victory is a small success or win. Fluent means able to speak easily and naturally.
Dear listener, as you rest now, remember that English can grow inside your mind even when your eyes are closed and your body is still. Just by listening, by enjoying, by relaxing, you're giving your brain the chance to understand, remember, and build new connections that will stay with you for years.
Be patient with yourself. Don't worry if you forget something or feel like you're not learning fast enough. That's all part of the process. You are learning. You are growing. You are on your way to becoming someone who uses English with comfort and confidence.
Let this peaceful time be a gift to your future self. Let each word become part of you. Let the rhythm of English guide you gently into sleep and, over time, into fluency.
Good night, dear learner. We believe in you. We'll see you again in the next episode of the Quick Easy English Podcast.
Sleep well and keep dreaming in English.